Someone got a sniper.
Oh no, it's down the guy. Hello viewers, and today we are looking at the Kastov 762 because I have been using it in Warzone Ranked and in quads as well. There's a really fun Resurgence quads mode that has been out that I've been playing and getting loads of kills with this Kastov 762. And I do wonder, why don't other people use it? Because it's essentially an AK-47, which has always been a fairly above average weapon in the Call of Duty series. So I hopped onto sim.gg, made the class, which is the one you can see here. I'll go through it in more detail in just a moment, but I've got some other things I'd like to say first. But essentially, this is a minimum recoil setup. It recoils as little as possible, and it's going to be boosting things like damage range and bullet velocity at the same time. And so what I want to look at are the general stats, and the best way that you can do that is to compare it to the sort of comparable weapons in its class, like the Lachmann 556 here, the ISO Hemlock, and the M4. So the first thing that we're naturally going to do is look at the time to kill. Remember, if you do go onto this website yourself, to set it to this thing here, this is the Battle Royale amount of health, 250 health. So as you can see, up to, 26 meters, it is the superior assault rifle. Now, as the damage range does drop off more and more, it does momentarily get overtaken by things like the Lachmann, but it is notoriously a bit of a pea shooter, the Lachmann 556. But even at 66 meters, or the max range that you're really going to be using it, it's going to be dealing the fastest time to kill at around about 900 milliseconds. At its lowest, it's going to be about 600 milliseconds, which basically means it's all round really, really good. It's the mid-range, actually, which it is becoming sort of similar to the other weapons, but overall, it's better. And if we go down to this damage profile graph, we can see just why the 762 is such a beast at so many ranges. And that's because each bullet deals a significant amount of damage. As you can see here, up to around about 30 meters, 28 here to be exact, it's dealing 38 damage per bullet. Compared to the Lachmann, that's 29 damage. Compared to the ISO Hemlock, which is a bit of a beast, that's only 34 damage. And the M4, which fires extremely quickly, and it's got good time to kill, it only deals 22 damage per bullet. This means that even though the fire rate for the Kastov might not be as high as the other weapons, thanks to this minimum recoil setup, we have plenty of accuracy, and each bullet really does count in the process of a fight. Even though that happens very quickly, up close 600 milliseconds, it's really important to remember things like that. The amount of damage that this bullet deals, it really is something to consider when you're picking your loadout. Just to drive home just how good this Kastov 762 is, we can put it next to the average time to kill as well. And as you can see, even though the average time to kill down at the lower end puts it not as competitive as things like the M4, because obviously the M4 up close is a rapid fire, bit of a beast really, up close, purely because of the fire rate. But as we go further and further away and we rely more on the heavy hitting bullets and the low recoil, you can see that it does actually come out on top. Ironically, on this graphic it's come out in on bottom, but that does mean that it's the best. Of course, every great weapon is going to have its downside, and as you can see, compared to the other weapons that we are comparing it to, it's not as quick as regards movement speeds. Now, it's not that much of a deficit, but it is something to consider if you are a particularly aggressive player. Myself am more of a reactive player, so the movement speeds I don't really notice all that much unless I'm using a huge LMG or a huge sniper rifle. I really don't notice it that much. But anyway, here are the attachments. Do feel free to pause the video if you want to give it a go yourself. I think this is a great weapon for ranked, because even though it's only got a 40 round mag, as you can see, because the fire rate is 600 rounds per minute compared to the M4, which is at something like 700 to 800, I'll just check. Yeah, as you can see, Lachmann 556 and the M4, 723 RPM and 811 RPM respectively, which means you're going to be burning through that ammo quite quickly. But anyway, as for this triage of attachments that are essentially massively reducing the recoil, we're using the IGK30 barrel, the 406mm barrel. Because this provides both muzzle velocity boosts, 74 milliseconds, and we're getting vertical and horizontal reductions to recoil. We've got about a 10% reduction to vertical and around about a 7% reduction to that horizontal bounce. So it's tightening things up on both axes, essentially. And we're doing something very similar in the muzzle attachment slot as well. I noticed while I was testing that this AK-47 or the Kastov 7.62, whatever you want to call it, as it recoils, it sort of goes up and to the right like that. That's to the left to you, but as you can see, as you look at the, as you fire at the wall, it sort of goes like this and then veers off to the right. And so I do want to use some attachments to focus mainly on the horizontal recoil of the weapon. And so the TYLR, or the Tylerate, will reduce that horizontal recoil by around about 22%, which is really significant and really useful for this weapon. But if you are worried about that vertical recoil control as well, then it does actually reduce it by 6% as well. So it really is a nice little combination. As for this triage that I mentioned, the final attachment that we're going to be using is the Lock Grip Precision 40. What I really love about this attachment is, unlike things like the FTAC Ripper, which people go for, which slows down your movement speed, this Lock Grip Precision 40 provides almost double the improvement to the vertical recoil and the horizontal recoil control compared to the FTAC Ripper. 8% vertical recoil control improvement and a 6% improvement to the horizontal bounce as well. But because it's a vertical foregrip or a vertical grip, it's going to also be improving that hip fire spread as well, and the gun bob width and things like that. As you can see, the things down just there down the side, it really does actually tee it up a little bit for those close quarters engagements. Now remember, the Kastov 7.62 has got a 600 millisecond TTK, or time to kill, up to around about 30 meters. So this grip comes in really, really handy. But anyway, for that final attachment, you can pretty much go with anything you like. That is a one-time zoom, I would definitely recommend. Anything more than a one-time zoom, then you're going to be getting a little bit more in the way of the visual recoil of the weapon. And of course, it's going to be taking you out of the game when it comes to that close range fighting, which it does weirdly excel at. Anyway, let's get on with that gameplay, showcasing to you just how good it is. I'll probably have chucked in a little bit of gameplay just before this intro, just to, you know, really catch your eye really and show you just how good this Kastov 7.62 is at taking out enemies at multiple ranges. By the way, if you do appreciate me showing you this extensive breakdown and the combination of attachments that I would recommend, then make sure to headshot that subscribe button, because I want to get closer and closer and obviously surpass 1,300 subscribers. And if you do enjoy this video, then make sure to leave a like as well, because that helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on with that gameplay. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy.
He's right here on my stuff, right here on my stuff, right here on my stuff.
I'm looking. Oh,
Another one over here.
he just destroyed me. Button stick.
Too long.
Look at this heli.
Yeah, I'm coming back for my stuff.
Right here. Yeah, he ran down the hill. He's on me. I've got no armor though.
One there, 30 seconds. 10 seconds.
Right, well, where's... Oh, that's my M4.
He's in. It's not enemy map, but he's in there.
Yeah, I
They
can't
landed
seem to
like
get
boat.
it right.
Where's my smokes? Someone
here.
got a smoke?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's down the guy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Nice. Oh, look at him.
On me. There's one down.
Yeah, being whipped.
No! Gonna be another one pushing.
Got you.
Where's this guy gone?
Stop it.
Oh, he's on the shop. On the shop.
Outside. Right here.
Well done. Well done.
Don't say I don't do nothing for you, Pepper lad. Very good.
Huh?
Don't say I don't do nothing for you.
I think there's one below us.
Just where did he come from?
He landed
Yours
in.
is it, Doc?
He just flew in.
Oh, landed in.
Yeah.
Of
I'm
course
collecting
he
these
did.
coins, whatever these coins are, they're getting collected. No, I'm not interested.
Oh, on our left.
Yeah, get you
Along the
over,
coast,
get
just
you
here.
over.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
One sec, one sec,
Oh,
one sec.
screw him. Push him.
One, yeah.
I'm getting highlighted. They're
I don't
right
know,
on us. Oh god.
I got
There's a
70
sniper
someone
over
wants
the
to
way.
buy something. Someone wants to buy something? No? Not buying?
I'm gonna precision this rock.
Yeah, I got
So I can't. I can't.
Cracked over the hill.
Nice. You should go down.
Yeah.
Right, got one. His mate's just further around the rock on the ground.
Yeah. Got him. Whoa, he shot me.
He's absolute one shot, Connor. Down on the ground. Guy in white cod pro thing.
Team behind us. Team down the wall. Still on the wall. One's it, bro.
Well done. Be
Got no
advised,
ammo.
you have teammates outside the safe zone.
Sake.
Oh, on me, boys.
I'm gonna. Oh, there's a guy here.
On me.
I'm out of ammo. This is not good.
No way. Why is there still 4 people there, man? Move! 1900 damage and I've got 3 kills. I've got 600 more.
There's a guy here,
damage than
Stu.
my teammate, and he's got the same amount of kills as me. Yeah, good luck.
No, absolute no chance. They're everywhere. Oh, he killed him. Hang on. Oh, you might be able to res me.
Did you hear that call?
See, he's on the loadout. He's on the loadout. Look, you see him? There's 2 up there on that loadout. I need the ammo.
I need this stuff.
Is there any AR? I have 12 bullets.
Guy just came back in this stop.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm just gonna have to pick up my loadout again.
Is it back?
There's a guy in the water here. Oh, I hate the water. It's so annoying. Did you get the guy in the
Edge
water?
covered.
Yeah. There's a guy
No,
in the
I've got the
water
guy
still
above.
that's completely cracked. But I think he's... There he is. Lovely, Connor. I think you're just gonna have to wait down here, aren't you, and see where the circle goes.
And they've just bought their team.
Oh, come on. Circle's gone the opposite way again.
Yeah, of course. Because yeah, you just randomly look out there, wouldn't you? You just randomly look out into the storm. Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would. I could get hit by 2 bullets from a pistol and
There's
it
a guy
kills me.
right there on there.
It really does not matter.
Is he on the roof?
What I do.
Oh, I've got the wrong gun out.
I didn't hit 1 bullet. What the fuck is this?
That would be the game sucking.
Come on, let me out. Oh, you got it down. Shoot the
Back on
helicopter.
the right building.
Hostiles dropping into the area.
Watch
behind.
behind us. Just on front.
Reach the enemy's network. Locate their
I mean, how
Focus
come it's
on
an
that.
aggressive push?
Oh, he's going out the back. He's coming up this.
Oh, good spot. I downed him for you. He's very low if you want, if any of you want to finish
His
him.
team's just to our right. His team's just to our right. Just watch out.
You must have a lot of ping. Are you in South Africa?
No, I'm in Sheffield.
Just has an accent.
Yeah.
very
That's
presumptuous
fair
of
enough.
you.
I'm from South Africa. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
But also got the
where-
accent.
where
I got
do
the
you
accent
live in
right there.
Sheffield?
Oh, they're probably. Oh, they're skydivers. They're here. Look.
He still has protection, right? No, he's dead. He's dead. I'm killing him right now.
There's quite a, that wasn't the guy that landed, by the way, that you're shooting at.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Here, look. Oh, he's so low, that guy in the factory.
Why can I not?
Oh, for God's sake.
Hostile UAV
Honestly, at this point, I might as well just put around my fists.
Where are they? Like, where have you seen them? I think this rock would be ideal.
They're pushing down the back of it.
Yeah.
This place here, on our right. There's players in this building
How are
on
you
me,
not
on
dead,
me.
man?
I'm gonna have to wait
How
for you
much
all.
damage have I got to do?
With you, with you.
That was my snapshot, but not my smoke.
Thank you.
I think that was
Nice
Stu.
smoke, nice smoke.
Someone's
Okay.
to our right, I can hear the
Yeah, yeah.
fighting to our right.
Yeah, I see them right here. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, there's a remember there's an ammo thing here if anyone needs it, because I know I do.
Yeah, I've got it, I've got it.
Yeah.
Got one.
On me, one.
Come out towards us.
Oh, how are you...
At least you killed
So
yourself
this
before
too.
the
No, that's we offered the snipers again. This is why I'm not a fan of snipers, mate. Too quick and too easy for them.
Oh, you just not.
Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself.
I'll come get the rest.
No.
Oh, Jesus. I'm dead. He sniped me out the air.
Oh, fuck, man. Just off, game. That's the 1500 damage and 2 kills, yeah? 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 Of course.
There's another two.
Yeah, sound.
I got sniped out the
Absolute joke, man.
I